Nelson Piquet told Damage is d0ne despite apology for Lewis Hamilton scandal. Nelson Piquet's apology to Lewis Hamilton has been called into question by former F1 star Karen Chandhok, who claims that the damage has already been done despite the ex-Formula One world champion saying sorry. Speaking in November, Piquet referred to Hamilton in a Portuguese term that can be translated as the N-word, and footage of the interview surfaced earlier this week, sparking outrage. Much of the F1 community hit back at Piquet for his comments. He made them while discussing Hamilton's collision with Max Verstappen at last year's British Grand Prix. The Dutchman, who is in a relationship with Piquet's daughter, was sent crashing into the barriers at high speed before being whisked off to hospital. On Thursday, Piquet released a statement wholeheartedly apologizing for using the term which, he claims, is often used colloquially in his native Brazil. Nevertheless, Sky Sports F1 expert Chandhok told Express Sport that the horse has bolted and the veteran should have been smarter in his terminology. What is blindingly obvious is that, irrespective of the language differences, every human being needs to be smart and conscious about what they're saying, he said. Recognize that using certain words and phrases is just abhorrent and wrong. You just can't say these things. It's offensive to not just Lewis, but such a huge amount of the planet when you use language like that. Nelson obviously regrets saying it and has apologized, but it does seem like the horse has bolted. He just needs to be smarter. In terms of action, it's up to the FIA and F1 to decide. It's a very unusual one because it's not a person who's active in the sport anymore. I imagine the conversations they're having surround what they can actually do to someone who is fundamentally not involved in the sport anymore. Something like revoking his pass to the races, something like that, but ultimately they've got to decide. Hamilton spoke out passionately on social media after the footage of Piquet's slur circulated, releasing a targeted message in Portuguese that it is time to change the mindset. The Brit is an avid campaigner for racial equality, and was named as the Powerlist's most influential black person of 2021. The incident forces Verstappen into an awkward position given his ties to Piquet and rivalry with Hamilton, but Chandhok insists that the matter can be dealt with privately. Max is in a relationship with Kelly, and that's his personal life, he added. He's not in a relationship with Kelly's father. Kelly is not the one who has said these things. I don't know what Kelly thinks of the situation, that's between them. Neither Max nor Red Bull can control what Kelly's father says or thinks, so fundamentally I think they've got to have their own views and deal with it however they feel, privately.